12th of November was day 2 at COP29 in Baku. The agenda of the LGMA Constituency started with a diverse and very passionate opening of the pavilion, partners, co-hosts, co-conveners. We were delighted to welcome national governments like Colombia, UN agencies, UN Habitat and UNFCCC, and the diversity of leaders from Brazil, Scotland, and Malaysia. Kuala Lumpur Mayor, the First Lady Mayor of Kuala Lumpur, Maimuna Sharif, was both in our session introducing her contributions, but also with the message from the pavilion, she was invited to deliver an important remark at the World Climate Action Summit of the COP29, which was one of the unique moments where local leaders have addressed heads of states and heads of governments. And the message was clear: multi-level action, integrated action was the call of local and regional governments to the world's leaders. Today, we also continued our discussions on a number of regional initiatives, especially with the Japanese partners, both in our pavilion and Japan pavilion. We had discussed the dialogues among the G7 countries. Similarly, in the US Center, subnational participation was very active as the opening of the US Center pavilion as well. In terms of negotiations, today, as we discussed yesterday, the agenda was adopted, which means there are around 130 contact groups. Topical discussions are starting with the technical level experts and negotiators are focusing on. Among them, the most important agenda for us was the mitigation work program. In 2024, there were two important dialogues on cities, buildings and urban systems, where LGMA has actively contributed in the discussions, but also providing inputs. The importance of this meeting is that by Saturday, we are expecting the draft conclusions, and these draft conclusions can be influential, and in particular in the implementation of the paragraph 161 of the COP28 decision, which is asking for multi-level action, and this could also help the 20th of November Urbanization Ministerial to be even more actively enriched with its outcomes and then feeding into the negotiations of COP28. On 13th of November, Wednesday, the Multilevel Action and Urbanization Pavilion will have its ministerial opening by the Turkish and Azeri co-hosts. The LGMA agenda will also focus on a number of announcements, high-level interactions, and of course, contribution to the negotiations. First of all, tomorrow, with an impressive press release with lineup of quotes from all around our partners, we will launch the LGMA position for COP29. This document will also be the highlight of our LGMA response event at 10 o'clock. The additional agenda of the day is on the World Leaders Climate Action Summit, because during this summit, for the first time we will have an urban side event under the presidencies of COP29, but together with COP30 presidencies and COP28 presidencies as well, together with UN Habitat. At this meeting, the COP29 Multi-Sectoral Action Pathways Initiative, shortly MAP, will be announced, and LGMA is proud to endorse this initiative and welcomes this initiative through its endorsement to the LGMA position paper as well. In terms of the thematic discussions, we will be very proud to welcome the Scottish Government presenting their experience in the rollout of their loss and damage fund. Let's remember, in 2021 at COP26, Scottish Government played an instrumental role in pushing the loss and damage fund agenda, and we will be having the experience and the information about their experience in Africa, in Asia. We believe this information will be helpful for the implementation of the UN-based loss and damage fund here in Baku, but also towards COP30 as well.